Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Today is Wednesday, November the 25th. Today is National Play Day with Dad. So it's a good day to play day with, like I have a play day with your papa. National Parfait Day.
Everybody loves parfait.
Love parfait. Blasé Day. Shopping Reminder Day. Taiwan On Day.
Okay.
And National Jukebox Day.
Alrighty.
All of those things happening today. Guess who I'm going to talk to? I'm actually kind of excited about this.
Who?
I'm going to visit with Paige Howard. Now, you've probably heard the name Ron Howard.
Yes.
He was Opie.
Opie Cunningham.
No, Opie Taylor. Then he was in, he's been in a bunch of stuff. And then he's also now really well known for being behind the camera and very, very good at what he does. This is his daughter.
Okay.
And this is the first, they got a project now called The Astronauts. It's the first project they've worked together on. She's had her own career, done her own thing. He's, of course, had an illustrious, amazing career. And now, for the first time ever, they're working together. We're going to talk all about that in a bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A study by the University of California found that face masks do not impede your breathing during workouts, although you may think they do. So according to the study, they're like, nope, that's in your head. It's not really affecting you at all.
I wouldn't want to wear one while working out.
I fall in the category of thinking they do. That's why I don't work out. So. What are you laughing about?
It's because of the mask.
Yeah, that's why. And a new study found that regularly eating eggs can increase your chances of diabetes. Now, here's the thing I'm going to tell you. If you don't like the results of this study, wait 15 minutes because we'll have another one. That is one of the things. Eggs, it's like, eggs are good. Eggs are bad.
They can't decide.
Eggs are great. Eggs are terrible. Eggs are... So, I don't know. If you like
kind
eggs...
of the same thing with coffee.
Well, yeah, just
sometimes
about everything.
It's good, sometimes it's not.
We've talked about it before, but my favorite. I'm from the future. Don't eat that egg. It's a really funny video. If you've not seen it, check it out. It's hilarious. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
And this is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. Authorities in New Hampshire say they've seized an illegally kept alligator and an opossum from a woman's house. New Hampshire Fish and Game Law Enforcement Division said they searched with a search warrant, and they found these things, an American alligator and an opossum. The woman was charged with illegal possession of the animals, which were transferred to facilities designed to care for wildlife. This is in the wrong spot. I thought it said possession of opium. It's a possum.
You said opossum.
Oh, I know. But your Brain on Drugs story.
Oh, that's why you put it here.
Nothing to do with drugs. I'm even wearing my reading glasses right now.
This might be your brain on drugs.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, no opium. That's why halfway through I started chuckling because I realized this is not where this should be.
Oh, that's funny.
I feel as though I owe you all an apology, so I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
That's what happens when my brain, apparently, is on drugs. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Scooter Braun sold Taylor Swift's master recordings to Disney's Family Investment Fund for $300 million.
Whoa!
Yeah. Taylor Swift wrote a lengthy post to her fans saying Scooter didn't even allow her to bid on the catalog. So she's a little bit upset about that. Here's the thing you got to keep in mind. If you sell the rights to something, you don't own them anymore.
No.
So I know there are people out there going, well, he didn't have the right to do that. Well, clearly he did, or he couldn't have done it.
Right, exactly.
And she's saying it's not fair that I didn't get a chance. Well, There's
Maybe
probably
he didn't want
some.
you to have it. Maybe there's bad blood there.
I guarantee you, there
Yeah.
has to be something going on. I don't know the whole story, and I don't want to say I don't care, but at the end of the day, I really
care.
don't. It's not. Well, the thing is, it's none of my business. It really isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But boy, people online are not happy with Scooter Braun. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air debuted on HBO Max, and there's folks that are loving that. And People's Magazine named actor Michael B. Jordan as the sexiest man alive. One more year that I didn't win.
Yeah.
That is,
But it was a close. It was a close
45
second.
years in a row. I've not won.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of TimeForRehab.com. A Russian supermodel has filed a $20 million lawsuit against Ralph Lauren for using her photos without her permission.
Oh no!
So $20 million bucks, is that how much they make for using photos with
I don't
permission?
know.
That sounds like a lot
Maybe
of
there's
dough.
like emotional distress or
I
something.
don't know. We'll see how that goes. A Good Samaritan being praised on the internet for using jujitsu to stop a baby snatcher from stealing a child out of a mother's
That's
arms.
super cool.
On the streets of New York. And
Nice.
there's people online that are, and anybody should be happy that this
Yeah.
person. But just a crazy story. Can you imagine just walking down the street and somebody trying to snag your kid? And
Yeah, that's
luckily,
crazy.
this Good Samaritan was there and knew how to do jujitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. The Weeknd and Kenny G teamed up for a duet last weekend at Sunday's American Music Awards. And the thing that's interesting is the Kenny G fans had no idea who The Weeknd was.
Right.
And the Weeknd fans had no idea who
Right.
Kenny G was. And I had no idea they were even doing the show. So, we're all kind of in the same boat. Video of Toronto's sinkhole filled with a bright green slime. Kind of looks like the radioactive goo that spawned the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
This video has gone viral. So far, no turtles have emerged, which is a good thing, but I don't know what the green goo is.
I don't know.
Somebody online said they thought maybe it was just antifreeze. That could be, because that would be bright green, wouldn't it?
It would be. Yes, it would be.
Some of it would anyway. I think there's some pink stuff out there now, too. Archaeologists have unearthed the bodies of two men who were buried in ancient Italy in Pompeii in the year 79 AD.
Oh wow!
So they were, doing their thing, and they're like, "Hey, look, we found some folks here." That,
right.
we had this discussion about the Egyptian thing where they were digging up, and again, I think they should leave these people in
Right,
their
but
resting place.
in this particular situation, this is something different. This was a tragedy, and they were encased. So really, they haven't been laid to rest yet. They were kind of trapped in that
So
lava.
they're now going
thing.
to lay them to rest.
I would assume.
Yeah, I think it was ash, wasn't it, Pompeii?
Yeah, whatever. It was something.
Something
it was
happened.
lava. It was a volcano, wasn't it, that went off?
I was not there. 79 AD is a long time ago. A copy of Double Fantasy. It's an album from John Lennon. And this particular copy is very valuable because it was signed by John Lennon to Mark David Chapman right before he killed him. It's gone up for auction. It's expected to fetch over $1 million. So,
I'm sure way more than $1 million.
Mark David Chapman came up to John Lennon, had him
will you
sign
sign
it.
this?
He signed it, and then
Yes.
then he left, and then came back and killed him.
That's got to be worth a fortune.
And again, the whole thing is very bizarre. I don't know exactly what happened there, but yeah, that it's. I've got a link to the story if you want to read about it and find out more about the auction. I probably won't be bidding. Expected to fetch $1 million, but
be bidding
thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. We've got Paige Howard joining us. Paige is the daughter of Ron Howard, but she's got an awesome career of her own as well, and she's in a new program on Nickelodeon, and this thing is awesome. It's called astronauts. And we're going to chat with Paige Howard right now. Paige, how you doing?
I am very, very well. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you here. Let's talk a little bit about the astronauts, and this is on Nickelodeon. Tell me a little bit about this program.
So it is a live-action adventure about 5 really curious, intelligent, charismatic teens who inadvertently find themselves launched into outer space.
And now, it's not based on a true story, right?
It's not based on a true story. No, it's not.
But it does sound like it's a fun program. And I see on here executive producers Ron Howard and Brian Grazer. Now, Ron Howard, you know him pretty well, don't you?
I do know him pretty well. I know him, dare I say, very well.
And for those of you that haven't caught on, Paige Howard is the daughter of Ron Howard. Ron Howard, of course, played Opie on The Andy Griffith Show and then later in Happy Days. I just recently started watching The Andy Griffith Show again. It's on Amazon. What is it like? Is it kind of weird to watch your dad as a kid on TV?
You know what? It's not, because we were raised on this show. It's a favorite in our household as well. It's such a goodie. And it is 100% my mom's favorite show on the planet. So it was constantly running through, playing in our household, and I think it doesn't feel weird. It feels sentimental, but not weird.
So being the daughter of Ron Howard, who had this amazing career as a child and then as a teen in Happy Days and then into movies and then all the things that he's done, I mean, your career has been awesome as well, but standing in that shadow, is that kind of put some pressure on?
Yeah, I definitely felt some pressure, and I still feel some pressure. I always, I obviously want to do a good job at anything I do, but I also want to, I've got some big hitters in the family, and I want to show up as well and do good work.
And you're absolutely doing an awesome job. And the cool thing is now you get to work with your dad on The Astronauts, which is on Nickelodeon. But is this the first time you two have worked together?
This is the first time I've ever worked with my dad. And it's great. He's surprisingly enough, he's been really, really hands off. I've auditioned for Nickelodeon and Imagine before. It's a really small industry. So this is one of those things that, I saw the project. I was really, really intrigued and interested, and I wanted to leap into voiceover work. So it was kind of, it was sort of, a perfect opportunity. And so I auditioned for it, and I got it. And I'm so happy. But he's been really, really supportive, but also hands off.
That's really cool. Again, the program that's on right now on Nickelodeon is called The Astronauts. It just started recently. And again, for folks that haven't had a chance to catch any episodes, let's get them kind of caught up to speed and give them another brief description of what is The Astronauts on Nickelodeon all about.
Okay, yeah. So it's a live action adventure, and it's really just about these kids who find themselves on the Odyssey 2 spaceship. And they get in there because their parents are all astronauts, and the spaceship is set to do a very specific mission and retrieve a space object. The kids sneak onto the spaceship, and without giving too much away, they Matilda may have something to do with it. They end up getting launched into outer space, and it's really an adventure about them, completing the mission, and also their parents getting them home.
And you get to play the character of Matilda, right?
I play the character of Matilda. So Matilda is the artificial intelligence on the spaceship. She's sort of reductively, she's like Alexa or Hal or from 2001: Space Odyssey. Just sort of the artificial intelligence that runs the ship, and so she's constantly interacting with the kids and is at the helm of the ship.
Well, it sounds like a fun idea for a show, and it's available right now on Nickelodeon. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us about it.
Such a blast. Thanks for having me.
Again, our guest today has been Paige Howard, and the program is called The Astronauts. It recently blasted off on Nickelodeon. You can find all the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you're a frequent beer drinker, you'll spend, how much do you suppose, over the course of your lifetime on beer? A frequent beer drinker. How many thousands of dollars?
I'm going to say $15,000.
Ooh, no. Much more frequent than that. If you're a frequent beer drinker, you'll spend $49,909 on beer in your lifetime.
Okay.
I know some people that are probably well above that and some that are well below that, but that is the average. And that is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline Sri Lanka. I think this is the first time we've done this.
I believe it is.
Am I even saying it right? Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Okay, well, Dateline Sri Lanka. A Sri Lanka official ate raw fish during a press conference to show the public that their markets have not been contaminated by COVID. So, well, they're having a press conference, and he's like jabbing a fish open and just like eating raw fish. It's like, everything's fine. You can still go to the markets. I'm like, I don't know if do you think that's making people go, I really want to go there now? In this case.
Well, maybe their markets.
Raw
I mean,
fish.
it might be fine for them. It could be something they do.
Yeah, it's not my thing. It is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A driver looking to make some quick cash caused quite a spectacle on the interstate. Florida Highway Patrol saw a driver who picked up a downed metal utility pole. It had fallen down.
Sure.
He strapped it to the roof of a 1997 Toyota Camry and got back on the interstate. He didn't get too far. They pulled him over. Witnesses followed at a safe distance until a trooper was able to get there. The driver, by the way, this is impressive to me. 71-year-old Douglas Hatley said he was trying to turn the pole in for scrap metal cash. He said, I didn't know it was illegal to pick up the trash on the side of the road. It had been broken and fallen down. He didn't Anyway, he was arrested and taken into jail. Charged with grand theft.
Oh my gosh.
Like, there was trash on the side of the road. I was picking it up. So
yeah, that seems a bit much to me.
Hopefully, I'm impressed.
I mean, I can see charging him with maybe
something
like a traffic violation of some kind. But
that
seems a bit.
It is today's weird news.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A wannabe rapper in Brooklyn apparently thought that he had a great idea for a music video. I'm going to get on the roof of a bus and I'm going to shoot a flamethrower.
Yeah, that's
for this
a good idea.
Nighttime stunt. But there were 24 passengers in harm's way in the bus when he was doing this.
Oh, boy.
Streams of fire burst into the air and down the back of the MTA bus. There's video on social media. The 57-second clip shows rapper Dupree G.O.D. jumping shirtless from the top of an ice cream truck onto a B-26 bus. And then he sends fires from this handheld flamethrower, shooting blaze arcs in the air before running to the back of the bus and shooting flames downward. It says a spokesperson for the NYPD say they were aware of the video and they're currently conducting an investigation. So here's my question. Where can I get one of the flamethrowers?
Right?
No, I think it's a bad idea and you certainly shouldn't do that. That's what I meant to say. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? I'm going to hide my
Cover your face. All right.
Okay, here we go. Fake news or Florida. A St. Petersburg, Florida man arrested after police found a bag of methamphetamine stashed inside his belly button. Fake news or Florida?
Oh,
do you think, Heidi?
geez. I'm going to say Florida, but I have to be a big old boy.
It's a true story. It does not say how many pounds or whatever, how big this baggie was. It could have been a tiny little
It doesn't
baggie.
matter. I couldn't stick any kind of a baggie in my belly button,
Let's
but
see, what would I be able to do in
I
there?
think you might be able to.
Maybe I can put like a couple of pills, maybe. I'm poking myself in the belly button on the radio. I've never done this before. All right. I'm going to go wash my hands. You're going to get some good news. This has been Fake News or Florida on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. And I just want to say thank you to the folks who send good news my way, because this is my favorite part of the show. It really is, because there's always something positive out there. So we can kind of, sit around and look at all the negative, or we can go and, share something positive like this. Best Buy employees go above and beyond for a boy with autism. This happened in Fort Wayne, Indiana. A mother has expressed her gratitude for the staff at the local Best Buy when they went above and beyond to make her son's night. Parker is a young man's name. She says, words cannot express my appreciation for Best Buy in Fort Wayne. Parker's goal is to someday work at Best Buy. Parker has autism, and he's always been a huge fan of anything that involves electronics. He loves televisions and DVDs and computers and everything else about the store. She said when she emailed the store asking if she could buy a shirt from them to give to Parker for Halloween so he
could be a Best Buy employee.
They said, yeah, you know what? Even more than that, why don't you guys come in? And 3 staff members stood there waiting for Parker to arrive. When they got there, they gave him his own personal shirt and a name tag, and they let him pick out whatever he wanted. Then he had to scan everything because, he is a worker now, and posted a series of photos. The stuff all got onto Facebook and it's gone viral.
So super cool.
And you see him running a scanner and checking things out. And then there's photos of all of them out in front of the store. And then a picture of him when he gets home with all of his stuff that he got. So Christmas came a little early for this little boy. She says, we are forever grateful for the memories made tonight. It's a cool story.
That is very cool.
It's really neat. I've got a link to the story, photos and everything in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.